friends. Today on the landing point, just thrown in. He was a 3-sport all-star in high school. The kind of kid who could do anything. He was an all-state quarterback. He had signed a letter of intent to play football for Washington State, but he loved baseball. So when the Philadelphia Phillies drafted him number 20th in 1978, he made a choice. He put down the football and picked up the glove. He worked his way through the minors, hitting .290. Showing promise, showing grit. But there was a problem. The Phillies were loaded. In 1981, they were the defending world champions. Their infield was legendary. Pete Rose at first, Manny Trillo at second, Larry Bowa at short, and the mighty Mike Schmidt at third. The young man was blocked. There was simply no room for him. He was a shortstop by trade, but he couldn't crack the lineup. He got a cup of coffee in the big leagues. Just 13 at-bats, a collection of single hits. Meanwhile, in Chicago, the Cubs were desperate. They needed a shortstop, a veteran, a leader. The Cubs' new general manager, Dallas Green, called up the Phillies. He wanted Larry Bowa. Bowa was an all-star, but he was getting older, and the Phillies were ready to move on. The deal was on the table. Larry Bowa to the Cubs for a shortstop named Ivan DeJesus. But Dallas Green hesitated. He knew the Phillies farm system. He had built the Phillies farm system and remembered the kid. I'll make you a deal for Bowa, but you have to throw in the kid. The Phillies scoffed. They didn't want to give him up, but they really wanted the trade of Bowa. They looked at their roster of Hall of Famers and decided the kid was expendable. He was just a throw-in, a sweetener to make the salary numbers work, a spare part. So the trade was made. The headlines the next day screamed, Cubs acquire Larry Bowa. The kid's name was barely even mentioned in the fine print. But when he got to the Cubs, something strange happened. They didn't put him at shortstop. They didn't put him at third base. They put him at second base, a position he had never played professionally. The throw-in, the spare parts, became a vacuum cleaner in the field. And at the plate, he started hitting home runs. Lots of them. The man the Phillies gave away for practically nothing went on to win 9 Golden Gloves. He was elected to 10 consecutive All-Star games. He was the National League's MVP. The extra piece in the Larry Bowa trade became the face of the Chicago Cubs for the next 2 decades. And his name? Ryne Sandberg. And whether you realize it or not, this is The Landing Point. Thank you for watching today, The Landing Point. Our stories come out Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, so you can always catch our latest story. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Roadrunner Real Estate. They're a full-service real estate company that can help you with both your real estate, residential and commercial needs, both buying and selling and leasing for the commercial side. If you haven't done so already, please go out to our YouTube page and subscribe so you can get our latest stories that come out. If you want our latest updates, please go to our Facebook page and follow and like that. And then for those of you that enjoy just listening to stories when you're out on the drive, we do have our podcast too that you can hear the same stories. Thank you for listening to today's story, and we'll catch you next time.